Hello everyone, in this video I'll be breaking down the next Marvel Rivals patch coming March 13th, which will be adding new buffs to heroes, new skins, and different bug fixes that have been affecting a lot of players. Now this is going to first start off with this new Adam Warlock skin that will be dropping, the cotton candy looking Warlock, similar to the Magneto and Hela skins that dropped previously. So you got to watch 4 hours of a Twitch stream to be able to, in order to get this, and there's also a nameplate as well as a spray. But some of the big bug fixes that will be happening, so this is just a general fix here. So fixed issues with players' names not correctly displaying in competitive voice chat overlay when hide own name was enabled. So just a small change there to competitive. Resolved a problem where frame rate affected sensitivity, leading to some unusual behavior. And fixed an issue where message containing question marks would sometimes fail to send. But I think the big thing that people want to see is the hero buffs, and that's what we got here. We actually have some pretty crazy changes to the Human Torch, Ironman, and Cloak Dagger. So, Human Torch, he's one of the newest heroes that just got added to the game. Now, his playstyle is not fantastic, I'll be honest. He does have a powerful attack if you're in close, but he's typically played at a long range. Now they're going to be giving him a boost to his normal abilities. So his primary attack is now going to increase in speed from 120 meters per second to 150. I found that it was a little bit challenging to land some of these shots with the spread, and it's changing the particles from 12 to 14. So whenever he does his attacks, you can see there it goes into a random spread, and there's 12 different hits there that you can land on the targets. Adding 2 more of these is actually really nice because each of these does about 5 damage each. So that's a nice buff to his overall damage. If you're able to land 2 headshots, he can take people out, and he can headshot. So that's typically what you want to do. But he is getting a change there, which is definitely warranted because I think he's a bit weaker in terms of the other flyers like Storm and Captain or Iron Man. Also, the increased energy cost of Supernova from 3,400 to 4,000, increase activation wave damage from 70 to 80. So whenever you launch his ultimate, it creates a shockwave in a huge area, 20 meters, and now it's going to go up to 80 damage. And flame tornado damage from 100 per second to 120 per second. I think this is pretty fair as far as buffs go, because he's not like crazy strong when he goes in the supernova. You can see here he does a blast damage there, and then you throw down these. They can shred people down, but the 120 damage per second I think is a little bit better. This is a strong ultimate, but most people know to move out of the way. It's pretty clear where the fire tornadoes are, so being able to get a buff there I think is definitely warranted, as he is not really the strongest flyer, and this will definitely make him a little bit more viable. Now, in terms of Iron Man, the Armored Avenger will see slight adjustments to his primary attack and the splash damage that comes with it. So decrease repulsor blast stage 1 and 2 direct damage from 55 to 40, and increase the spell damage from 35 to 50, and decrease the stage 3 shot from 65 to 50, and increase spell field damage from 40 to 60. Spell field damage is basically splash damage. So whenever he hits a direct shot, it does a bit of damage there, and then there's a splash because you can shoot these and hit them there. You can see that large explosion that happens whenever you hit those shots. So his splash damage is going to increase, which I think is nice because typically you're going to be hitting people with the splash damage. It's not the easiest thing to get direct hits with this, so this will overall buff up his damage. Still, the beam is really strong too, but yeah, that's getting changed. And decrease the repulsor blast ammo overdrive direct hit damage from 55 to 50, and increase the spell field damage from 55 to 65. So across the board, he's getting a nice buff to his damage. So whenever you go into the ammo overdrive here, these increase the overall damage, but it's going to decrease the direct hit and increase the splash damage. And the splashes on these are huge, as you can see. So it's nice because then you don't have to be as accurate as Iron Man, and he'll get a bit more damage in from that. So you still obviously want to go for direct hits whenever possible, but increasing the splash damage I think makes, not that Iron Man's a bad hero, he's pretty strong, especially with the Hulk team up, but that's a nice change there. Now Cloak Dagger is actually getting a pretty big change. So the duality duo will see improvements in their healing abilities, making them more versatile for various team compositions. Increase the healing on Light Force Dagger on hit from allies from 10 to 16, and decrease the spell the spell field from 18 to 16. So what this means is whenever you hit a target, let's say you're healing somebody, it's going to do 10, and then it's going to create another 18 in this splash zone. So if you hit someone with a dagger, it's going to do 28 healing per dagger, so you can keep blasting those. Now this is going to change it so that whenever you hit it, it does 16 plus the 16. So it's going to increase the overall healing from 28 to 32, which I think is actually a pretty nice change because it's a little bit hard to be able to, heal targets as Cloak Dagger, unless you do have to drop down like the bubble here, as well as the healing walls. So this will change things, so you no longer, I guess you just do a little bit more healing. Another thing, whenever you're healing as Cloak and Dagger, you can also heal yourself. So when you hit targets like that, you can apply that heal. So that will get a little bit of a nerf, which is fine. I think that they're very good on their own, especially whenever you get hit by divers. So that is just one of the changes that we'll be seeing. But yeah, that's all the hero changes there. I think they're all pretty good changes. Now, we also got some changes. So Loki's Deathly Illusions received an issue where Loki's ultimate ability transformation can sometimes cause incorrect camera angles during relays. So the God of Mischief can now enjoy his dramatic exits without hitch. The Thing's Battlefield Blues fixed a discrepancy in the speed of the enabled leap across different player views under poor network connections. No more inconsistencies. Ben Grimm is back to leaping at his normal speed. You might have seen videos of this where the thing was leaping and it was kind of slowed up. Yeah, it's going to be fixed now. Venom's aerial anomaly addressed a bug where Venom could occasionally get stuck in midair after using his ultimate ability after poor network connections. Now he'll burrow underground in style instead of hanging out like a confused symbiote. Penny's getting some changes. So Penny's Purdue predicament fixed an issue where Penny's arachnomines would be invisible and brushing over cyberwebs, but landing outside of them. Now her traps beyond webs remain visible, ensuring enemies are aware of the sticky mess. And we also got Penny's sneaky escape fixed an issue where self-destructing spider drones from Penny's bionic spider nest would penetrate the floor to seek out enemies where webs were present above and below. Now these guys know their place, no more sneaky escapes. So there was actually some very nice places that you could put Penny's mines down and it would clip through the wall and go up and through it. So now that's no longer going to be a thing, which I think is fair, because if you can't see the spider nest, it's no fair to be hit by it through walls. Spit versus Sea fix a rare issue where if Namor released his ultimate while being spat out from Jeff, it would deal no damage. It's kind of funny. Bucky's reload rumble. So whenever Bucky would do his automatic reload and while using his trooper fist, it would cause his arm to like launch out and look weird into the next game. Or I guess Bucky's firepower is now relentless. So this fixes his trooper fist ability, and this one here fixes whenever if it's a slow motion at the end of a game and he were to use his fist ability, it would stretch it out. So just fixing a couple little bugs with the Winter Soldier here. And Wolverine's claw coordination received a rare discrepancy between his attack animations and effects when Wolverine executed a dive of his ultimate ability at the highest point. Now when Logan strikes, it is as precise and impactful as his adamantanium claw. So nice. Some just across the board patches that I think were necessary. Now we also got ourselves this new Hela skin, the Goddess of Thunder, and this is coming from Rivals Assembled on Twitter. So this skin looks awesome. And we also got ourselves a sneak peek of her legendary MVP animation. So this also looks really cool. As you can see here, she's got Mjolnir. That's so awesome. And she is worthy. So that is a very cool skin. I do like some of her other skins, but this one having Mjolnir is so cool. I have the Thor skin from the Thor Love and Thunder, and I love that skin. I just like the Mjolnir look. So yeah, this will be coming. It's potentially going to have some different animations and color or sound effects, so we'll have to see on that if it's a legendary skin or not, but I think that this one looks amazing. So yeah, the Mjolnir just looks so nice. I'm in love with that. Storm is pretty cool. Great drop, and then the Loki skin that is also coming. But yeah, we got ourselves this new cotton candy looking Adam Warlock. So the Twitch drops. You do have to watch some of this on Twitch. I will be resuming streaming on Twitch again. I've previously just stayed on YouTube. I do play with viewers in Marvel Rivals on the weekends, so you can check out my stream Saturdays and Sundays. We'll be streaming a bit more. So yeah, let me know what you want to see in terms of Marvel Rivals content. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.